Okay, just sit comfortable with however you need to have your feet. Just inhale up and just exhale, take a little forward fold. Be nice and gentle here. Start to slowly round the spine up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, take a fold. Slowly round back up. Exhale, take a fold. Slowly round back up. And then just take a nice gentle twist to the right, gaze back. Just doing some nice soft movements and then come the other way. Good, and then come back through center. Okay, we are gonna get started with this yin practice. So we'll start by lying down on your backs. So go ahead and find your mat. Lie all the way down onto your back. Hands can either rest by your side or on your belly. You can even use your blanket under your head if that's more comfortable for you. And just bring your feet a little wider than your hips, so as wide as your mat. And just really slow, not even into full motion. Go side to side. So not to the full range of motion, but just a few little side to sides. And then we'll meet back up in the center. We're going to start with reclined butterfly. So walk your feet in. And then just let your knees come out wide to the side. Let the soles of the feet come together. Hands can rest on your belly, by your side. If you'd like to come into a little more shoulder stretch, bring your arms out wide to the side with your palms up. Okay, or you can go even farther and bend your elbows from there. Spread your fingers wide and put the back of your hand down, facing away. Let me move the water bottle so you can see. Facing away from you towards the whatever is behind you to open the chest there. Or you can take those arms overhead, grab opposite elbow, and let the elbows relax down. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale here. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. One more, as deep as you can. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. And then seal the lips. Tongue comes to the roof of the mouth. Try to breathe in and out just through your nose here. Go ahead and scan the body for what you feel, and then notice if you can relax in anywhere that you're hanging on or fighting against this posture. Knees will soften down. If you feel like this posture is a little too much to hang in here for this next 4 minutes, grab some pillows and put them underneath your knees. So if you have tight hips like I do, just grab some pillows, put them underneath your knees. Try to settle into this posture. Remember, in yin, we want to be as still as we can. I say that as I move, right? We want to be as still as we can. Breathing into the body, nice and deep. We're getting into the joint more than the muscle. So we're trying to get into the hip joint. If your arms are overhead or elbows are bent, we're also working into the shoulder joint here. Being as still as we can to restrict that blood flow into the joint so we get that rebound effect of the blood rushing back in. Really focus on your breath here. Your breath correlates directly to your vagal nerve, which controls your central nervous system. So our goal in this next hour is to get into the sympathetic nervous system, the rest and restore, reduce anxiety, stress, get out of that parasympath of fight, flight, or freeze. Freeze meaning like when an animal is being chased by a predator, sometimes they freeze, curl up, play dead. Relax the shoulders, relax the hips, breathe into it. Orbit the breath down one side of the body, inhale down the right. And then as you exhale, the breath comes all the way up the left side. As you inhale in, the breath goes all the way down the left. And we exhale up the right. Deep breaths. We have about 1.5 minutes left here. Take some nice deep breaths. Notice each side of your body as you breathe down each side. If your arms are up overhead, very gently and slowly take your arms, start to move them down beside you. And then we're going to use our hands by your thighs to gently push the thighs up, bring the knees up, bring the feet to the floor. Take your feet wide, arms out wide by your side again, and then gently windshield wiper side to side. Deep breaths here. Maybe even just gently moving your chin side to side. Good. Feel the rush of the blood coming back into the joints. Good. We'll come back through center. Hug those knees into the chest a little. Hands to the front of each knee or shin. Little rock side to side. And then feet come back to the floor. Let's take your right ankle to your left thigh in figure 4. Flex your right foot, so pull your toes back toward your right knee. Press through your heel. Option to stay right here. If you need to go deeper in this posture, you can use your right hand to press your thigh away. Try not to press on your knee. Or you can reach through, grab that left hamstring, and hold there. So remember, you have to be able, wherever you are, you have to be able to hold still for 4 minutes. So you do want to feel sensation. You want to keep your right foot flexed. Tuck your chin down like you have a double chin and make the back of the skull long. Nice deep breaths here. If this is not enough for you, you can always reach through and wrap your hands around the front of your left shin. So going even deeper there. Nice, deep, long, slow breaths here. Everybody really focus on your breath. See if you can relax the shoulders. Just feel the sensation coming from the hip joint, not the tightness of maybe your shoulders starting to creep up by your ears. Deep breaths here. Part of the challenge of this practice is just sitting in your practice with yourself. Being able to breathe all the way through the body and letting our monkey mind just slow down. Nice deep breath. We're almost there in this posture. So if you're binding your hands, slowly start to release your left foot back down to the mat and unbind those hands very gently and slowly. Just take your time. Start to uncross your legs. Bring the right foot back to the mat. Hands will come out to the sides. Feet are wide. Start to windshield wiper with your breath. So exhale, knees come down. Inhale, knees come back up. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, back up. Good. Keep going side to side on your breath, taking your time here. Maybe give yourself some gratitude for just showing up this morning. And practicing. And then come back through center. Walk your feet in a little hips distance. Take that right foot ankle back to your left thigh. Flex your right foot. And then in that shape, let your legs fall to the left. And then if it's comfortable, take your chin to the right. Here's where you may need your block or your yoga pot to put underneath that left thigh or right foot if it doesn't come to the ground for some support. If you're able to hold it there, then no problem. You can even use pillows under your thigh. And then so much for me saying we did need a prop, right? And then if it's comfortable, take your chin towards your right shoulder. Maybe close the eyes here. If your right foot is not, sole right foot is not on the floor like mine is not, then try to keep your foot flexed, almost like you're pressing your heel into the floor. Deep breaths. In and out through the nose, still orbiting the breath down the body. Inhaling down the right. Exhaling up the left side. And then you inhale all the way down the left side. Exhale comes all the way up out the right side. Deep, long, slow breaths here. Remember, you do want to feel sensation. So I feel a little shake on the side from my tight hips. Trying to breathe into it. Trying to relax the rest of my body, keeping my shoulders nice and soft. Notice what you're feeling. We have about a minute and a half left. Try to stay with it here. Try to stay as still as you can. Make your breath even deeper. Good, we're into our last minute. Breathing deep. So very gently start to bring your chin back to center so it's faced towards the ceiling. Good. Then very, very gently start to move your legs back up. Uncross your legs. Feet come wide. Feel that rush of blood back into the hip and just let those knees windshield wiper side to side. Deep breaths here. Gentle, slow movements. Taking your time. And then come back through center. Hug your knees into your chest. Little rock side to side. Good, last one on this side. We're gonna take, actually we're gonna move to the other side. We're gonna take your left ankle to your right thigh, flex your left foot, coming into your figure four. So option to stay right here, okay? Or if you need more, lift that right leg, reach through, grab your hamstring or the front of the shin, and then hold there. But wherever you are, make sure you can relax your head and chest down. So my foot is kind of sliding on my leggings, so I'm just gonna bring my hand to my ankle to kind of hold it in place a little. You can also use your left hand on the thigh to press away if your right foot's on the floor. So deep breaths here. Long and slow. Let the body settle down. Like I just noticed my tension, like I was lifting my back up off the floor because of the sensation in my left hip. So gently, if you're doing that, place your spine back down on the floor. Soften your shoulders. Deepen your breath. Just let the breath and the body have a conversation here. And then you can notice what's happening through this sensation. And I think I just rhymed that without even trying. So deep breath. notice your breath. See if you can focus on your breath being long and smooth, deep, slow, complete, versus a short, choppy, quick, small breath. Try to slide the skull back onto the mat by tucking your chin down a little like you have a double chin to make the spine nice and long, creating length there too. Just breathe. Be as still as you can. We have about a minute left here. And then if your hands are clasped behind your right leg or on your right shin, release that bind. Slowly put your right foot back on the floor. Let's uncross the leg, super slow and gentle. Foot hits the floor. And then start your windshield wiper side to side with your feet as wide as your mat, taking your time. Really focus on the breath here. Inhales, take your knees up. Exhales, take your knees down. Notice if you can hear your own breath. Last one, come back up through center. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a rock side to side. And then feet come back down. Take your left ankle back to your right thigh. Flex that left foot. And then let's slowly let those legs in that shape fall to the right. Again, it's okay if your foot or knee doesn't hit the floor. Okay? If it's comfortable, maybe take your chin towards your left shoulder. If you need a pillow or a block underneath your thigh or your foot for some support so that you can hold in that posture, feel free to do so. Maybe extend your left arm out to the side. Maybe right arm out to the side, open the chest, take your chin toward your left shoulder. Soften the shoulders back down if they crept up as you made that movement. And like I said, my hand is on my left shin because my leggings are evidently pretty slick, so my foot just keeps wanting to slide off. So I'm just going to put it there just to hold myself in this position. And then from here, really focus on your breath, orbiting the breath down one side, back up the other. We're about 30 minutes into the practice, so your breath should be nice and deep here and flowing. note of your body. Take note of your breath. Notice what you're feeling on this side. Maybe compare it to what you felt on the other side. We're on the last 30 seconds of this posture, so really breathe deep into the hips. Gently start to bring your chin back to center. And then slowly start to lift the legs back up. Uncross. Good. Feet are wide on the mat. And just start your windshield wiper side to side. Taking your time here. And then come back through center and start to hug your knees into your chest. Maybe wrap the arms around. Put your tailbone back down on the mat. Maybe a little rock side to side here. Release that and then roll to your side. We're going to come up to all fours. We're going to come into puppy pose. So if you would like a blanket under your knees, go ahead and put your blanket under your knees. If you would like a blanket or a towel under your forehead to kind of raise the earth up, which is what I'm going to do, feel free to go there. So find the spot where your knees are directly under your hips, okay? And then start to walk your hands out. I'm going to turn the blanket that way. Hands are going to come out. You're going to let your chest drop so you have a little back bend here. So first option is to bring your forehead to the mat, okay? Second option, if you can, is to bring your chin to the mat and let your heart fall even farther. So you got to have, to be able to have a lot of flexion in the shoulders to do that. So maybe going to your forehead is a better option for you. Just find the spot. Again, we're going to hold for 4 minutes. So kind of find that place where you can hold for 4 minutes. Be still. Now, if this is too hard on your shoulders, then go ahead and let your elbows touch the mat and pull them back a little. Try not to let your hips move back behind your knees, so try to keep them over your knees. It's kind of hard to do unless you have a mirror that you can see. And then nice deep breaths here, letting your chest fall towards the floor, letting your heart open towards the floor. Again, a pillow or a blanket rolled up if you need to come up to your forehead. And then if you do that, you kind of got to find the right height so that you're still feeling sensation. Remember, we still want to feel sensation. Good, nice deep breaths. We've got about a minute left here, so try to breathe as deep as you can. Let yourself just sink into the posture. Just feel the force of gravity as the heart falls towards the floor. Nice, deep, long, slow breaths. Slowly start to slide your elbows back. Start to lift the head. Come up to all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and start to come into your cat-cow. So taking your time here, spread your fingers wide and try to press through the pinky side of your hand to open the heart as you move forward. And then as you round your spine to the ceiling, maybe start to press through the thumb side of your hand. Inhale, press through the pinky side. Heart lifts, tailbone lifts, eyes and tongue lift up. And then exhale, tongue down, eyes down, spine lifts, press through the thumb. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, heart lifts, tailbone lifts. And then exhale, spine to ceiling, chin to chest. Come back to center, move your knees a little closer and just move that side to side. Taking your time here, gazing over your shoulder towards your hip, making that C curve in the spine. And then we'll meet back up into center. Okay, gang, this is where you do need your blanket or just a small towel, or if you don't have that, you can roll your mat up. But I do want you to protect your knee a little bit. So we're just gonna start by tucking your toes and moving into a down dog, letting the hips come nice and high, pedaling the feet out. Just taking your time. Good. Now, take your right foot towards your right thumb for our lunge and drop your left knee down to the mat. So put that blanket or towel underneath that knee. Come on up. Try to get your front knee stacked over your ankle to start. Bring your hands to your thighs and just bend that front knee as much as you can and let your hips fall forward and down. Take some nice deep breaths here. You may have to adjust by walking your knee back or walking your foot forward to find that sensation that you need. Just think of your hips falling towards the floor and forward. I have tight hips, so mine is just a small movement here. Your hips may be way forward, your knee may be going in front of your toes, and as long as it tracks forward, that's fine. Just try to keep the weight more into the heel of your front foot. Deep breaths. Notice your breath. Notice your shoulders. Try not to fight against this posture. Just let your body stay with it, stay into it. Try not to grip or hang on. Notice if you are. Try to let that go. We have about 1 minute left here. So nice deep breaths. Slowly start to move that front knee back towards you, taking your time. Bring your hands down around your front foot, tuck your back toe. Come to a lunge and then swing that foot around back into a down dog. Bend one knee and then the other if you need to. Just feel the blood flow rushing back into that leg. Relax the head, tailbone is nice and high. Breathing nice and deep. Bend and straighten the knees if you need to here. And then we'll lift your left leg, bring that left foot up by your left thumb. Drop your right knee down to your lunge. Work your way up. Good, hands come to your left thigh. And then bend your left knee, let the hips sink forward and down. Nice deep breaths here. It's okay for your knee to go over your front toes. Just keeping the weight more into the heel of that front leg as you let your hips soften down. And it's okay for your knee to go in front of your ankle as long as it's tracking over your toes. So try not to let your knee come out to the side or inward. You want to track it directly over your toes, pressing through your front heel, and then letting your hips fall down and forward. Deep breaths here. Notice how one side might have felt different than the other. Notice how maybe on this side, is your knee trying to sway to the side, to the left or to the right, or is it tracking forward? Are you trying to fight against the sensation? If so just give yourself permission, give your body permission to soften into the posture, to breathe through the sensation. Nice, deep, long, slow breaths. We're halfway there. Staying as still as you can. Totally normal for emotions, stuff that we've stuck in our hips to bubble up. If that happens, just try to sit with it. Almost there, gang. Great job. Stay with it. Nice deep breath. Very, very slowly move that left knee back. Good. Let your hands find the mat. You can just swing that leg back around. Tuck your toes, come back into a down dog. Tailbone is nice and high, head is relaxed. Walk your legs out as you need to. Good. Bring the knees to the mat. Take a couple cat-cows here, flowing through. Nice. Come back through center, and then we're just going to flip around. Have a seat on your mat. We're going to come into caterpillar, which is a seated forward fold. So I do recommend using your blanket here to elevate the hips a little. Go ahead and have a seat. Legs are going to come out in front of you, but they are going to have a little bend into them, unless you are really loose in your hamstrings and can straighten and then fold from here. So I'm going to put a little bend. You can even stick a pillow or another rolled up blanket under your knees for support here if you need to. Feet are flexed, and then just gently start to walk forward. Now from here, once you move forward, you may even walk far enough that you can bring your forearms to the mat. Your nose may even touch your knees, okay, depending on how far your forward fold is that you're getting, that you're feeling sensation. So try not to, when you fold forward, try not to rock back to come forward. Try to sit tall on your sit bones, and then from there, walk it forward. Go ahead and let your body relax down as much as it can. Feel that sensation through the low back, the spine. Again, fingertips can walk out. You can put your elbows down. So as much forward fold as you need for sensation. Nice deep breaths here. Deep breaths. All the way, inhale, all the way down your spine. All the way to the base of the spine. Exhale from the base of the spine all the way up. Focus on your breath and your breath leading you into this posture. Notice if there's space between your ears and your shoulders. Notice if you're sitting on your sit bones equally on each side or if you're actually moving to one side of your body. So just notice if you're balanced between both sides of your body and your weight. Notice if maybe your body will allow you to go a little deeper. Feel a little more sensation here as we come into the last minute of this pose. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards you. Slowly start to round your spine back up. Good. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to the front of your knees. Come into a seated cat-cow. Inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart lifts up, eyes and tongue lift. And then exhale, come down, eyes down, round through the spine. Roll back off your sit bones. Inhale up, sit on top of your sit bones, gaze up, tongue up, shoulders down. Exhale, roll back off the sit bones. Good, flow through that a couple more times. Finding your range of motion here. And we're back to the weed eater. And then come back up to the top. Okay, it's time to finish with our last posture. So come on into your Shavasana. Lay all the way down on the mat. We'll feel the effects from all these postures we just did. Relaxing all the way down. Letting the hands relax by your side. If it's uncomfortable to put your legs long, then bend your knees. Knock your knees together. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Again, nice deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. And then one more, deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Wiggle the toes and fingertips, just let them soften. Move your jaw around. Just let your jaw and your cheekbones relax, let your shoulders soften. And then just be in peace and stillness. And the sound of a weed eater. And just notice if you can be here in stillness with all, taking away the senses of what's happening outside, what you're hearing. Just release that attachment to what you're hearing. See if you can come into it with discernment. Gently start to wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Nod your chin side to side. And then slowly bringing one knee into the chest and then the other. Good. Roll to your favorite side as if you're sleeping into the posture of rebirth. Take a breath here. And then gently, softly push yourself up to seated, into a happy seated posture. Bring the hands heart center. Push the heart into your thumbs. Sit tall. Gently bow the chin. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. What a beautiful way to start your day. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. The light and love in me humbly bows to the light and love in each of you. Namaste.